Hello and welcome to our first tutorial about HTML. Yeah, if you watched the previous video, we came into terms and we understood that we are to use use Notepad to build our HTML web page. There are other applications, the softwares you can use, but for now we are using a Notepad. Now, first of all, the very first thing you're supposed to do is to make a declaration, because there is a lot. Browsers open a lot of documents, can be HTML, there are very many documents browsers do open. So first you make a declaration to show that this particular document is an HTML document. So first you open, put a document type, and you put exclamation mark, and then you say doc type, doc type. Doc type is something that can be defined as document type. HTML. Before that, you could even do, like, before you could even put here the version, because this is actually a declaration of the declaration to the browser that this is a version of HTML you're using. So you could put 4.01. But this would be a problem, like it would be hectic if you had 1,000 pages to go keep changing, maybe to the latest version. Maybe if the latest version is now 5, you go and then keep changing to all of them, which was a problem. So here is a trick. If you leave it to HTML, it by default automatically loads to the latest HTML version. So instead of limiting it to the version maybe 0.5, 0.6, you can just leave it as doc type HTML. This is just a declaration. Well, after that, like we saw in the previous previous video, we saw that HTML has what you call opening and closing tags. So right about now, we are going to open our HTML. That's an opening tag, and of course we shall need what we call closing tags. So I can copy this, paste it here, but remember, closing tags have what you call this /. That's not something big we could rejoice about. This is just it's not even a section, it's just like a wrapper. What you're going to do all is supposed to be in there. I've closed earlier because sometimes people tend to forget. So I'm trying to space this so that my content goes here. Like I said, it's not a section, it's just a wrapper. Well, now in between HTML, this shows the browser actually describes this as HTML begins from here and it ends here. So inside here is what we are going to put our header, our body, and all the things we are going to do. So right about now, we are going to share a few of the things. We're going to start with I think header, go to body, and then see how we can introduce in other elements. Now, the first thing that comes up when you're opening is the head. So here we are going to have what you call, we open another tag and then we call it head, head, and then we can as well close it. We can close it. We can close it, and then we say, we paste it here, but a closing tag always has that /. So in between the head, we are going to put what you call a title. In between, open the tag head, close the head. So in between the head, we have what you call a title. So we are going to put here our title. That's our title. But of course, a title also has an opening tag and a closing tag. So what is our title? Our title could now be maybe ICT clubs. Yeah. ICT clubs, and then we close our title. We close our title. Yeah, something like that. So you realize that in HTML, we open HTML, and inside HTML here and here, we are having inside a section called a head, which opens from here and closes from here. Inside the section of head, we have a title. So when we open, this describes that this content here should behave as a title, and it is a title. And then we close the title. Yeah, we're now good to go. Going furthermore, when I can say in this header, there are other things that you can add. Yeah, you can add there maybe title information, language, yeah, and other elements. But as for now, we have begun with the easiest and the simplest, so that we go on picking slowly by slowly. Well, I think we are done with our head. From the head, we go to body. Yeah. So having closed this, we come down here, and then we introduce another thing. And now that's the body. That's the body. Yeah. So I can put here body, and then I can close the body. Sorry, it's supposed to be this, and here it's also supposed to be this. Yeah. So whatever is going to come here will be our body. Yeah. Now, having done the head, having done the title and the declaration, so we can now go to body. Body, in a body we have always things like headings, we have things like paragraphs. Yeah. So today we are going to look at those few things. For instance, for paragraph, we are going to introduce here a tag called heading. Heading. Yeah. Why am I writing H1? H1 stands for heading 1, and by default, H1, these headings begin from ascending, they go ascending order. Like H1 is the biggest, when you go to H2 is a little bit smaller, like they keep reducing as the number increases. Yeah, so H1 is the biggest heading, and that's what I've done actually. So when I open my tag heading, I can say my heading should be probably the ICT Club website. Yeah. Sorry, I close here first, and I say maybe it's supposed to be the ICT Club website. Yeah. That could be my heading of this. And then of course I do what I was doing before. Every closing tag, every open tag must be closed. And then I come here and then I close H1. So this one is simply showing that I've opened the heading. Heading is under my body. Under the body there is a heading, and it's the biggest heading, H1. And this is the ICT Club website as my heading, and I close that particular heading. Yeah. Right? So after closing a heading, then I have to come and then open what you call a paragraph. You can see that it's really, we are playing around with text as I said earlier. So when I open here, I want to put paragraph. Yeah, in HTML, P stands for paragraph. Perfect. So now I can maybe say that maybe welcome to the ICT. Welcome to the ICT Club. club website. Sorry, welcome to the ICT club website. Yeah, probably full stop, and I can continue and say everything you want to know about ICT clubs is in this website. Yeah, you can have something like that, and yeah, of course now that's our paragraph. I'm just making it short, but you can have it as long as you can, depending on how you want your website to be. But for learning purposes, I've decided to make it as short as that. So I come at the end of it all, and then now I close my paragraph. Yeah, I close my paragraph. Something like that. We are going to see how this runs at the end of it all. Actually, we are now working on the primary section. Yeah, the primary section of our web page. Yeah, body is the primary section. What you do in the body will either attract people to stay on your website or not. So you have to be artistic, you have to write content that people enjoy reading, yeah, something like that. Well, that's our heading, our paragraph. We can go ahead and introduce what you call maybe another heading. Yeah, but this time this heading should be smaller than the other one, so I decided to call it heading 2. Yeah, like I said earlier, that these headings reduce with increase in the numbers. Like heading 1 is the biggest, heading 2 is a bit smaller, heading 3 smaller. They keep reducing as the numbers increase. So I can say maybe this is a section of books. Yeah, I think that one can work. I can say this is a section, yeah, of ebooks. Yeah, something like that. It's a section of ebooks, and then probably I close. Yeah, I can close. This is a heading 2. Yeah, I come and then put a / here, and then you can see right from here I open, and right here I've closed. In between here is my element. Yeah, this is how I want this to behave. I want it to behave as heading 2, which is a little bit smaller than heading 1. Yeah, hope we are getting something there. And then having done heading 2, I can now go down, and then I introduce another paragraph. Yeah, paragraph, it's P. P stands for paragraph in HTML. I say, probably I can say ebooks. Yeah, ebooks are found. Found here. Yeah. Full stop. I close my paragraph. / P. Yeah. So you realize that I'm doing the opening and the closing. The opening and the closing. Yeah? Okay. Now, after that, maybe this is all I wanted to do. I come and then close my body. Remember, this is the body I open, and it's the body I have closed here. So I open earlier because sometimes you may enjoy coding and you forget to close some other main things. So that's what why I have the major things I've opened earlier. I make sure I close them before I go into coding. Yeah, because that's the principle of coding. And this is how it goes, that the tag opened earlier should be the last tag to be closed. Are you seeing that? That's how it works. So that's why body is in between here. Yeah, so I can, since I'm done with my coding, I can rearrange my whatever back to fit into the page. Yeah, that's my code. And then I save. This is very important. It's actually key. You have to save this as an HTML document. So I can go here and then I go to file, or I press Ctrl S on my keyboard, or I go here and then I say save as or save. Yeah, save as. Then what's the name of this document? I can maybe call it ICT Club. Yeah, club website, yeah, something like that. Club. Okay, I can just say ICT Club dot HTML. That's key. For your file to be read as that, you have to make sure that you save it as the file name .html, and then you choose where to save. Probably you can save it. I think let me save it on my desktop. Yeah, let me save it on my desktop here. Click here and then I save. Perfect. That's the coding today, and now I go and open, because I saved it as HTML. You can see right here on my desktop, and I open it. It's already reading into a browser, Chrome. So when I open it, yeah, I open it, I'll see exactly what I've been doing. By default, remember when we are opening, where we put our head, I think I can open the two here for the purpose of comparison. Yeah, you can see this code. When I open the document, that this is a doc, the doc type of this is HTML. The browser picks it as an HTML document. But then furthermore, I introduced what you call a head section. I opened the head, you see, I opened the head here, and then I came here and then I close the head. You see this? This, that code. So I open the head and I close the head. But inside the head there is a title, ICT Clubs. Which title you can see here, up here. You can see that. Then out of that, I introduced a body. And I closed the body here. Now this body is what is appearing here. Like you can see our head, our heading, first heading is here, and it's reading here the ICT Club website, which is this very thing. Like I said in the first video, that the tags tell the content here how it should behave. So this by default H1 makes this text inside here to behave as the biggest heading. That's why you can see the ICT Club website is a big heading. Then this P, it's opening up a paragraph, like you can see here, and then H2 is opening up as another subheading, small. You can see by default its headings are bigger and they're bold. And then there's this paragraph. There's this paragraph that is here, yeah. And then when we come to heading 2, which is this heading 2, and when we come to paragraph after heading 2, which is this, ebooks are found here, ebooks are found here. That's our work. So the other things that will not be displayed on the website or in the browser, but those are the codes that the browser uses to define and embed this text document in here. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I will see you again in the next video, and we see how we can go further with HTML. Thank you so much. I'm Isaac Masanga from KAWA Uganda, and while you can still follow us on our YouTube channels and maybe our website at www.kawa.ac.ug. Thank you. Bye bye.